Hi friends, UPSC Principal, Vice Principal, Target Batch. Today our topic is learning theories. Okay, in this topic we are completely concentration on the most repeated and important MCQs. First question: who is known as the founder of the behaviorism? J.B. Watson. Okay, J.B. Watson. His condition is stimulus and response. And animal, white rat. Okay. Second question. Classical condition. Pavlov. Pavlov. CF and CR. Okay. CF and CR. Animal, dog. Dog. Operant condition was proposed by B.F. Skinner. B.F. Skinner. He is the father of the father of the father of the operant condition. Operant condition. Okay. And B.F. Skinner. B.F. Skinner. White rat. White rat. Okay. E.L. Thorndike. Trial and error method. E.L. Thorndike. Trial and error. E.L. Thorndike. Animal, cat. And most important, law of readiness. Law of readiness. Law of exercise. And law of effect. Law of effect. Next, Thorndike three major rules. Already I have discussed here. The law of effect states the response is followed by the satisfying, strengthened. John Piaget theory primarily related to the cognitive development. Cognitive development. Here there are four stages. First one, sensor motor stage, sensor motor stage, 0 to 2 years, pre-operation, 2 to 7, concrete operation, 7 to 11, and formal concrete operational, 11 years ago. Here they are asking another question. What is the correct sequence? Sensory motor 0 to 2, pre-operational 2 to 7, concrete operation 7 to 11, formal operation 11 years ago. Next, object permanence develops mainly during. Objects permanence develop sensor motor stage. Egocentrism is particularly characteristic of pre-operational stage. Pre-operational stage 2 to 7 years. Conservation develops mainly during concrete operation stage. Concrete operation stage 7 to 11 years. Abstract and hypothetical thinking develops mainly during formal operation 11 years above. 11 years above. ZPD, zone of proximal development, was proposed by Vygotsky. Vygotsky is the father of father of father of socio-cultural theory. Okay, ZPD and MKO also he proposed. MKO, more knowledge more knowledgeable other. In socio culture theory, another point also there, that is the scaffolding. 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 What is meant by scaffolding? Scaffolding. Answer is Vygotsky. What is scaffolding? Scaffolding means simple support given the learner which is gradually removed. Support support to learner and gradually remove. Okay. Next question. According to Vygotsky, learning is strongly influenced by the social interaction. Why? Because his theory is socio-culture theory. Socio-culture theory. Okay. Discovery learning, Bruner. Discovery learning, Bruner. Bruner's three models: inactive, iconic, and symbolic. Inactive. Inactive. Inactive means learning through actions and doings. Learning through actions and doings. What is meant by iconic? It is the images or pictures. What is symbolic? Symbols, language, and abstract ideas. Okay. Meaningful verbal learning theory was proposed by Ausubel. Ausubel. Meaningful learning theory proposed by Ausubel. Okay. What is meant by Ausubel's theory? It's simple. Ausubel's theory is simple. New information refers to existing knowledge implies to meaningful learning. Meaningful learning. Meaningful learning. Okay. Next, advanced organizer is associated with Ausubel's. Observation learning is associated with Albert Bandura. Albert Bandura. Bandura is famous experiment involved in Bobby doll. Okay, baby doll. Baby doll. Learning by observing, limiting others is called observational learning. Learning by observing. Here you can see observational learning. Insight learning, Kohler. Insight learning, Kohler. Skinner's theory, reinforcement generally increases the probability of behavior, which is an example of negative reinforcement. Removing an unpleasant task after desired behavior. These 25 are the most important repeated questions. Tricks. Watson, behaviorism. Pavlov, classical conditioning. Skinner, operant condition. Thorndike, trial and error, loss of learning. John Piaget, cognitive development. Vygotsky, ZPD plus social interaction. Bruner, discovery learning. Ausubel, meaningful learning. Bandura, observation learning. Kohler, insight learning. These are the most important. And tricks, Pavlov is equal to bell plus dog. Skinner is equal to reward or punishment. Thorndike is equal to REE. Okay. John Paget. Okay. You already know about this. These are the most important. All the best. Thank you.